All right, this is Feature Race TV, April 20th, 2024. It's opening day here at Poughkeepsie Speedway. We were watching the money race, the Junior Sportsman Blue. Let's give you the quick lineup. That is a Carter Dwyer on the 50X, and it's Isabella Babcock in the 46, that red card outside of Carter. Second row will be Jackson Collier in the 1, Charlie Brehm in the 29, and last but not least, coming out of turn 4 will be Liam Morrison in the 42. All return competitors from last year. Green flag has been flown. Carter Dwyer in that 50X down the back straight. Isabella Babcock in the 46 in the second spot, holding on to the tail end of that 50X. We got Jackson Collier in the 1 and Charlie Brehm in the 29 battling out down the front straight. And Liam Morrison in the 42, holding on to spot number 5. Carter Dwyer one more time around, pulling away just a bit from the 46 of Isabella Babcock. Big gap between Isabella and the 1 of Jackson Collier and the 29 Charlie Brehm. Liam Morrison in that orange cart, holding on to the 5th spot. A couple of times around so far, and they are single file. Carter Dwyer coming out of turn 4, returning to his championship form of last year, pulling away pretty easily from Isabella Babcock in the 46. Jackson Collier in that 1, closing in on Isabella, or is Isabella falling back to Jackson Collier? Hard to tell, but they are still single file around. Charlie Brehm in that 29 in the 4th spot. Liam Morrison in the 42. Last but not least. Good to see everybody back this year. Carter Dwyer really pulling away out of turn 4. Racing into an entirely different zip code. Isabella Babcock in the 46. Battling out with Jackson Collier in the 1. Jackson looking down low. Can't quite make the move. Coming out of 4, down low again. Holding back, patience with Jackson Collier. We are halfway. So it should be about 8 down, 7 to go. Carter Dwyer one more time out of 4, really pulling away. Easily handling this track. Lots of experience. These kids, they're young, but they have experience. They all raced here last year. Plenty of laps between them. Carter Dwyer one more time in that 56 out of 4. Babcock and Collier battling it out for 2nd and 3rd. And at the rear is Liam Morrison and Charlie Brehm battling it out. So we do have some racing going on other than Carter Dwyer flying at 46,000 feet, passing everybody. 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. We're watching Carter Dwyer out of 4. Here's the battle for 2nd. Isabella in that 46. Collier in the 1. Now here comes Charlie Brehm. He's going to close the gap out of 2 down the back straight, pulling away from Liam Morrison. Jackson, lots of patience, just sitting back there. Plenty of time to go, but we're running out. Down the back straight, Jackson going to try to close the gap on Isabella Babcock into 3. On the bottom of 4, can't do it. Looking outside. Not easy to pass. Isabella Babcock. That's it. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go down the back straight. We're watching Isabella in the 46. Here comes Collier. Looking low. And here comes Brehm. Brehm on the tail of Jackson Collier. Makes some contact. Collier spins. And we're going to go with a caution here. Charlie Brehm in the last lap, 2 laps, started to close the gap, got right on the tail of Jackson Collier, apparently made some contact in between 1 and 2. Jackson spun, and now we're going to restart him. There we go, down the back straight. Carter Dwyer, Isabella Babcock on the red spot. That's the battle for 1st. And then you'll have Charlie Brehm in 3rd, Liam Morrison in 3rd, Jackson Collier, and Brehm to the rear. All right, green flag has flown. We're going to get white flag, and then we're going to get checkered flag. Carter Dwyer and Babcock down low between 3 and 4. Carter Dwyer still holding on. Babcock can't just close this gap. White flag is out. Carter Dwyer, Babcock, Liam Morrison, Jackson Collier, And Charlie Brem, that looks like how it's going to pan out. Carter Dwight with the win. Babcock in second. Liam Morrison in third. He was fifth all race. Moved up to third as a result of that caution and that spin. Jackson Collier in the one cart, fourth. And last spot goes to Charlie Brem in the 29. And that is your first Junior Sportsman Blue money race for the year. Congratulations to Carter Dwight. All right, welcome to Poughkeepsie Speedway, April 20, 2024. It's opening day for the Junior Champs, and this is a money race here at Poughkeepsie Speedway. Got a beautiful day. 4 competitors in the Junior Champs. We have Cal Anderson, the 42, on the front row. Outside of him will be Sarah Bailey in the 19, that purple cart. And the next row will be Corey Squirrel on that red cart you see, and the 88 of Blake Dorney, starting off fourth. Dorney went up a little bit high there coming out of turn 2. Cal Anderson taking everybody around for the first time, opening up a nice lead over Corey Smariglio in the 19. Blake Dorney in third, Sarah Bailey in that purple cart, the 19. Fading back a little bit real quickly there in the fourth spot. Coming out of turn 4, that'll be Cal Anderson, the 42. Smariglio in second, getting a challenge there by Blake Dorney. Blake Dorney coming out of 2 down the back straight, going to close the gap on Corey Smariglio. Anderson pulling away as the second and third carters battle it out. Smariglio out of 2 and down low. Down low is Blake Dorney, makes the challenge and the pass. Very clean, very neat, very quickly. Dispenses with Corey Smariglio as Smariglio fades back to third. Blake Dorney now has a lot of work cut out for him as he's going to have to try to catch up to Cal Anderson, the 42. Plenty of time to go. Lots of laps, 20-lap feature money race today. Good way to start the season here at Poughkeepsie Speedway. Doug, the starter, looking over the entire track, keeping an eye on everybody. Here comes Cal. Cal Anderson, the 42, out of 4. Nice smooth line. Down low between 1 and 2. Blake Dorney, also down low between 1 and 2. That is the preferred line. See if he has enough time to close the gap on Cal Anderson. Smariglio fading back. And there's Sarah Bailey with her left hand up. Coming out of 4, left hand up is the signal for trouble. And we have a yellow flag. Caution flag, not even halfway yet. And we got Sarah Bailey in that 19 fading. Looks like she might be out of the race. We will let you know as soon as possible. Down the back straight goes Sarah Bailey. Corey Smariglio, the 9, gonna check in with her. Hey, how you doing, Sarah? You all right? I gotta go. I'm still good to go. Here comes our Poughkeepsie Speedway back straight push person. That would be Logan Fitzgerald. There you go. That's our official back straight push person. Good job, Logan. So we're going to restart this. A little bit more than halfway to go. And you're going to see Cal Anderson and Blake Dorney in the front row. And then Corey Smariglio in that red will be your third cart. So we started with 4. We're finished with 3. Quick reminder, today's video is brought to you by HWS, your upstate heat pump experts. Thank you, HWS. Appreciate your support. Come on down to Poughkeepsie Speedway. We'd love to see you. Racing mostly on Saturdays. Check out PoughkeepsieSpeedway.com. And we love the fact that you're watching us here on Feature Race TV. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, leave a comment, engage with your Feature Race TV team. We'd love to hear from you. First race of the year. We have a long season, long way to go. So many things can happen. There's your front row. Cal Anderson, the 42, 88, Blake Dorney, Corey Smariglio in the red cart. Love the color differences as an announcer. Makes things easier for me. If you're going to get a cart, pick a color out of the spectrum, something other than white. Black, red, blue, yellow. Anything that differentiates yourself, I'd appreciate it. So here we go. The starter down, Doug, down on the track with his caution flag, hands on his hips. Means he's got something to say. That's the official signal, hand on my hip. Is either he's in pain from standing up in the starter stand too long, or I'm a little upset, I need to talk to you. So he's going straight to Corey Smeriglio, the 9. Information being dispensed to him, letting him know what's going on, having a conversation. It's good to take the time. We've got plenty of time to figure this out. All right, here we go. Basically, he's saying, watch me. Keep it slow. Watch me in the stands. Thumbs up. All right, here we go. Might not sound like words of wisdom to you, but it's words of wisdom to somebody. All right, so that's it. We got the green flag. Still haven't gone halfway yet. And your front row will be Cal Anderson, the 42, on the inside. Blake Dorney, the 88, on the outside. And Smeriglio in the 9. Let's see if they can keep it together. Coming out of turn 4, in between those 2 green cones, it'll be up to Cal to start the race. And he does. Going into turn 1 and 2, down low. Dorney in the 2nd spot, right behind him. Smeriglio in 3rd. Down the back straight, Dorney. Keeping an eye. Not letting Cal Anderson run away with it. And there you go. That's the halfway flag right there. Halfway flags. White flag and checkered flag crossed up is halfway. 10 down, 10 to go. Anderson still holding on to the lead. Dorney, 2nd spot. Smeriglio in 3rd. Can't keep up. But 1 to 2 kart difference between the 1st and 2nd spot. Coming out of turn 4, Anderson still holding on to that lead. Dorney holding on. Not fading back. So there will be a battle for 1st and 2nd. Here we go. Coming out of 3 and 4. Anderson still holding on. Dorney closing the gap down low between 1 and 2. Makes the pass. Anderson, might have made contact. Looked like Anderson was going to take it back on the bottom side. Couldn't quite do it. So now we have a new leader. Blake Dorney, the 88, coming out of turn 4. That's your new leader. Now Anderson has an opportunity to close the gap and maybe overtake Dorney. That's what karting is all about. You get past and then you pass them. But looks like Dorney might have a little bit too much. 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. Still plenty of time. Anything can happen. Poughkeepsie Speedway has been known to have exciting finishes, especially with 5 laps to go as the pressure mounts. Time running out, but so early in the season, is Cal Anderson going to do something? Does he have something in the tank? Does he have something in that right foot of his? And those tires, is it all set up? Have we been working on these karts all winter? I don't know. I'm sure most of us have. So it looks like Dorney pulling away 5, 6, 7 kart lead over Anderson. Anderson not able to hold on to that bumper now that we're down to maybe 3 laps left. Looks like we're going to get the 2 laps to go signal. Cal doesn't seem like he's in a rush to close that gap as we're actually closing in on Smeriglio. Smeriglio in danger of being lapped. No blue and yellow flag warning to the Smeriglio 3rd kart, the number 9. So here we go, coming out of turn 4, Blake Dorney in that 88 getting the checkered flag, and that's it. It's over. Dorney, your winner. Cal Anderson in 2nd, and Corey Smeriglio in the red kart 3rd, and Sarah Bailey in 4th. All right, everybody, welcome to Poughkeepsie Speedway. We appreciate you tuning in and watching the opening day, the money race here at Poughkeepsie Speedway. Senior Champ Flatheads coming out onto the track. It's going to be a 20-lap feature race sponsored by HWS, the heat pump experts. Taking them around the track, I'll give you the lineup. That's Dylan Vale in the 22. That's the black cart, leading everybody around single file as they warm up. Going to be lining up outside of Dylan Vale will be the 05 of Joe Mangoya. Ryan Borges in that blue bullet lining up behind Dylan Vale in the 2nd row. Outside of Ryan Borges will be the 09 of Max Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, the only white cart on the field. Scott Thomas in the 28. He's the inside of the third row, and outside of Scott Thomas will be the 89 of Andrew Dwyer. That's your 6 carts, 20 laps. Money's on the line. Anything can happen. It's Poughkeepsie Speedway. And here we go. Green flag is up in the air. Dylan Vale picking up where he left off last year, taking the carts around, taking everybody around, single file out of 2, 3, and 4. Dylan Vale down the front straight right. Borges right behind him. He's moved up to the second spot. And then Mangoya behind him. And then the last 3 is Thomas, Pfeiffer, and Dwyer. So we're into 2 sets of 3 here. Looks like Max Pfeiffer looking down low underneath Scott Thomas in the third spot. So we have 2 sets of 3. It's interesting how things separate here at Poughkeepsie Speedway. It could be 2, could be 3s. They have a way of changing. You never know how it's going to go. Just to let you know, this race is brought to you by HWS, the heat pump experts here in the Hudson Valley. And we appreciate their support. Dylan Vale holding on to that lead. Last year, he was in the lead a lot, and sometimes he'd be in second and move up. A lot of interesting, exciting challenges here in the Senior Champ Kart division. Doug, the starter, keeping an eye on the entire field. We got flagmen in the between 1 and 2, flagmen in between 2 and 3 and 4. Here comes Dylan Vale down the front straight. Ryan Borges right on his tail. Riding patiently, just a little bit of space sometimes between them. Sometimes he's right on the bumper. If we had a camera, we'd see he's probably making contact all the way around. You can't give up any room here. You got to wait for that opportunity. So there you go. You got Vale, Borges, Mangoya, Pfeiffer looking down low underneath Mangoya. Then he takes it. He's in dirt. Scott Thomas in 4th. And Mangoya to 5th, Dwyer, and the last spot. So these guys are making good time all the way around. No caution so far. Clean race. Some challenges. Scott Thomas looking down low underneath the 09 of Pfeiffer. And Scott Thomas moving up to 3rd. A serious challenger here at Poughkeepsie Speedway. Scott Thomas, capable of almost anything, but has had some issues in the past, and sometimes he'll just peel off. So let's hope this year is a better year. That was the halfway flag. So 10 down, 10 to go. 10 down, 10 to go. Dylan Vale and Ryan Borges around 3 and 4. Dylan Vale in the lead, had the pole, has held that lead ever since. Has had maybe 1 challenge, maybe 2, but nothing too serious. So we got 2 in the front, 3 in the middle, and Andrew Dwyer holding the rear. Scott Thomas up to 3rd. Can he catch the back of Borges? That would be exciting to see a Vale, Borges, Scott Thomas finish. The laps are winding down here. Looks like Pfeiffer down low on the Thomas. Thomas going high and fading back to 5th. I don't know what happened there. So there you go, Vale and Borges, Pfeiffer, Scott Thomas pulling off. Scott Thomas pulling off. He was in the last row, moved up to 3rd. We thought he was going to close in on Borges and then just faded out. We've seen that before. I don't know what happened. But Dylan Vale is holding on to that lead. And it looks like it's going to be a Vale-Borges finish. Borges on the tail of the Vale cart. Pfeiffer in that 09 white cart and Mangoya behind him. Looks like Doug the starter is grabbing 2 flags. Oh, we got a challenge down low in turn 3. Ryan Borges down through, makes the pass on Dylan Vale. That's it, 2 laps to go, 2 laps to go. Anything can happen here. Borges down the back straight. Dylan Vale closing the gap, goes down low underneath Borges. Down low is the way to pass. There comes Borges coming back. They make contact. Borges back to 2nd. Had it just for a minute, he had the lead for a 2nd. Down the back straight, Dylan Vale, this is the last half lap. Borges going up high. Maybe he's going to make a big run down low. Can't quite do it. Vale closes the door. Vale, the winner. Vale, the winner. Borges comes in 2nd. And that is your finish. Looks like Pfeiffer in 3rd. And 4th would be Mangoya. And Andrew Dwyer, 5th. And DNF to Scott Thomas. Congratulations to Dylan Vale. That was quite a race, picking up where he left off last year. Thanks for tuning in to Poughkeepsie Speedway here on YouTube. And don't forget to click like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Thank you. Our congratulations to Dylan Vale.